What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex Yu, and you're watching a Ragin Ronin review. Got a top 10 list for you guys. In this episode, I'm going to give you my top 10 favorite time travel movies. I love time travel movies. I really enjoy them. I think they're a lot of fun. And the main reason why is because the possibilities are endless. And wouldn't it be awesome if we actually had a time machine? We could go back in time and do a lot of cool stuff. And that's why time travel movies are so fun and enjoyable. Anyways, time travel movies do get quite a bit of criticism, and it's mainly because a lot of people like to dissect them, and I think they dissect them too much in talking about like all the plot holes, saying that this wouldn't work because this is affected and that wouldn't work because this other thing's affected, butterfly effect and parallel universes. I'm just thinking, relax. This is all fictional. It's fantasy. It's science fiction. The filmmakers can do whatever they want to fit their narrative. They can do whatever they want to tell the story and get the story moving forward. That's the main idea. And it's just whatever works for the story. It's fictional. At the end of the day, it's all in theory. I don't even think, or at least I personally don't even believe, that the smartest people in the world, the scientists, the astrophysicists, they believe that they have it right. Because like I said, it's all in theory and there's no wrong way to do a time travel movie. Anyways, now that I got that out of the way, let's just jump right into it with number 10, and that is Edge of Tomorrow, directed by Doug Liman, starring Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt. This is a movie where it's got like if you know the Bill Murray movie, the Groundhog Day, it's got the Groundhog Day effect where Tom Cruise, he just keeps on dying. He keeps on replaying the scene over and over again until he gets it right. He wants to keep on replaying it until he gets it right so that he doesn't die and can move forward. And honestly, I don't even know if there's any real explanation as to why this keeps on happening. They just go with it, and it works. And I really enjoyed this film. I think it's one of Tom Cruise's better, more recent films that isn't a Mission Impossible film. So I really enjoyed that one. That was number 10. Number 9, Star Trek Home, The Voyage 4. Star Trek Home? Star Trek The Voyage Home. That's Star Trek 4. It's one of the even number Star Trek films, which happen to be the better ones. And I really liked Star Trek The Voyage Home. They go back to, modern times, modern times at the time the film was released, and they try to save the whales. You know, this has a very progressive message to it about saving the whales. These aliens need the whales, and they need to bring back whales to the future, to coexist or something like that. I can't remember the whole story, but I just really remember enjoying watching it, and it was just really fun to see the, Dr. McCoy and Captain Kirk in modern day, and everything's just so strange to them. It's like a fish out of water, so it's really funny. Number 8 is Back to the Future 2. Now, some people might be thinking, why isn't this, in the top 5? Well, I feel like, I really enjoyed Back to the Future 2. Don't get me wrong. This is a really great film. Highly enjoyable. I love that, everybody is back. Well, not everybody, but I love that it brings back the fun and joy that we got out of Back to the Future 1. But the thing is that it repeats a lot of the things that they've already done, and that's just part of the story. So, I like it, and they do introduce a lot of new things, but they also repeat a lot of the old things that we've seen before. It's kind of like Rush Hour 1 and 2. I enjoy both films, but they repeat a lot of the same things they did in the first one. So, yeah. Number 7 is Deja Vu, directed by the late Tony Scott with Denzel Washington, and it's a Jerry Bruckheimer production. There's a lot of action in this movie. I didn't expect to see a Jerry Bruckheimer produced Tony Scott directed time travel movie, and when I did see it, I was like, hey man, this was actually really, really good. And I ended up watching it twice in the theaters. I liked it that much. And I've always liked Tony Scott films and Jerry Bruckheimer productions. And the fact that they put time travel in this action-packed movie really just, it just made it a really, really exciting film to watch. And it kept it really intense. Like, it was a time travel movie, but it was more like an action movie with little bits of time travel elements in it. And, of course, a little detective work, too. So that was really cool as well. We're at number 7. Let me see. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Number 6 is Planet of the Apes. Now, there's only a little bit of time travel in this. In fact, you don't even really know it's a time travel movie until the end of the movie. They go through like some kind of a wormhole or something like that, or they just go very, very far in time during their hypersleep. But in any case, they feel like they've gone into an alternate universe through some kind of rift in time where the apes have taken over. This is a great film. I think that this film was ahead of its time. And it's the classic 1968 film. And to this date, even though the film looks so old and it's totally dated, it's still a great film. I think that the original is a classic, and I love the new trilogy. But this one is classic. It's just so good, and it's I wouldn't say it's a timeless film because it definitely feels dated, but it's still a film that I can revisit and still keep on saying that this is a fantastic film. Like, time has made no change to this movie at all. It is still awesome when I watched it before, and even when I'm watching it now. Number 5, X-Men Days of Future Past. Now, this was a great film. In fact, X-Men should have ended with X-Men Days of Future Past. Bryan Singer, he came back. He's reunited with all the cast members. I'm talking about the cast members from the new and the old, like the first class and the originals. And what a great way to tie it all together and end it. But they didn't end it. They kept on going with Apocalypse, and well, that was an apocalypse. But X-Men Days of Future Past was so good. I came out of the theater with a big smile on my face, just thinking to myself that that's the way to end this saga. But it didn't end. Anyways, it's a great film. It's number 5. Number 4, Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Now, this was, at the time, this was the mother of all time travel movies. Okay, well, maybe not, but this one is a really, really good one. Like, James Cameron really outdid himself. You know, he did Terminator, which was great, and then he made Terminator 2 by making it even more awesome and putting so much action in it. Like, they took the action to a whole nother level. Seriously. I've never seen such vehicular destruction in a movie until I saw Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Now, keep in mind, I actually think that Terminator 1 has a much better story, okay? Not a much better story, but I think it's a better film between the two. But I still love Terminator 2 Judgment Day because it has so much action in it. And it really just, it's the same movie, but like taking it up like 20 notches up. So it's just a really great film. Number 3, Avengers Endgame. I don't care where you put this film in your top 10 time travel films list, it needs to be in this list. As a matter of fact, if Avengers Endgame is not in your top 10 time travel films list, then it's not even valid. This film is so good. Seriously, I didn't even know that time travel was going to be an element in this film. As a matter of fact, when the Russo brothers were marketing this film, they were doing it so well. Like, they kept all the details under wraps that when I watched the film and they mentioned time travel, I was thinking, really? That's what they're going to do? Like, I had no idea that they were going to do that. And they pulled it off so well. And I love the fact that it was a true culmination of all the films in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They called back to every film and every major event that took place in the film, and they referenced it, and then it just made you feel like, okay, if you watched the Avengers, or rather the MCU films, as a marathon, it's gonna make you enjoy Avengers Endgame so much more. Anyways, this film was absolutely perfect, and it just utilized time travel in such a brilliant way, and it totally worked. So that's number 3. Number 2, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I knew that, I had a feeling some of you guys would know that the second one would be Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. This is a really fun time travel movies. I mean, time travel movies are a lot of fun, but I think that this one really just brings the comedy to another level, especially with these two lovable characters, Bill S. Preston and Ted Theodore Logan and Bill S. Preston Esquire. They are just fun to watch. Keanu Reeves and Alex Winter doing their thing as wild stallions, and just they play a pair of like idiots. They're not doing well in school, but they learn so much by time traveling, and that was basically one of the best ways to learn history, and that's by experiencing it. So Like, what a great and original idea. Like, to this date, I still love this film so much. Can't wait for the third one. And number one, you guys already know what it is. Back to the Future. Directed by Robert Zemeckis, produced by Steven Spielberg and Bob Gale. This is the timeless film. It's a time travel movie. It's completely timeless. You can watch it at any decade, century, and it's still awesome. And, you know, there's like so little sci-fi elements to it. They just go back in time and they try to fix the present. And it's just, like, wow, like, what an original story. It's so magical. This film is just so magical. Everything about it is perfect. Like, this is a film that truly is a 10 out of 10 perfect film. I can't think of anything else I would change this in the movie. I love the characters, love the story, love the direction, the music. Everything about it is awesome. And there you have it. Those are my top 10 time travel movies. Let me know in the comments section below if there's anything that you would change or add, or talk about some other time travel movies I didn't mention. I'd love to know about them. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter, Ragin Nation. My name is Alex Yu. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Peace.